My 5-year-old daughter, Haley, has been in Head Start for 2 years now. When she first started at Head Start, she couldn't even write a single letter that was in her name. And now, a year and a half later, she is able to write her entire first and last name.
And I just see like a huge improvement with my kids in school by having the opportunity to go through Head Start and have that experience. My son is a sophomore in high school, 3.8 student. My 5th grader, he's on honor roll every week. And then my 1st grader, she's doing excellent in school. She's above in reading and in spelling.
My son can now, he knows all of his letters. He can tell you all the sounds of the ABCs. He can count in 3 different languages.
Head Start has brought my daughter Jada out of her shell, so to say. She used to be very reserved and quiet, and now she talks all the time now, and I have to thank the school a lot for that.
Everything is centered around the child, and that right there in itself gave me the assurance that I need to bring him to this organization. Another thing was that I was able to participate in workshops. I was able to participate on, when it came down to programs centered around parents. I mean, they give you the opportunity to really be involved in your child's life. And that was the number one thing that drew me in as a parent. And it also gave me the opportunity to take part of their education.
Biggest success story is my 5-year-old son. He was a child that did not talk to pretty much anyone. He started Head Start when he was 3. And through the process of being in that classroom, he started to open up. And now he talks more than sometimes I would like him to. But I owe a lot of that to Head Start. So I always tell people, that Head Start gave me my chop.
They brush their teeth at school, they wash their hands, they're learning about hygiene, they're learning about working together.
Love, compassion, integrity, character building, social development, teamwork. You are building this child up, getting them ready to transition, he or she, to transition into their new world of social development. They've honed those different skills that I've started out with, and maybe I was lacking in some areas. Head Start picked up.
I've always been kind of shy and a little bit more reserved, and I found out about the parent committee, the policy council, and it kind of brought me out of my shell a little bit more. At first I wasn't sure if I was going to want to be a part of that because of my shyness, but then I decided, I'm going to take a chance, and now this year I'm vice president of my parent committee.
I had my daughter when I was 19, and I enrolled her in the Head Start program when she was 4. So I did my parent involvement hours, and I found out that I really, really enjoyed teaching children. And finally, one of the teachers said that I should maybe pursue education, which I did. I went to Northland College in Ashland, Wisconsin, and I graduated in 1995, cum laude even. So that's where my story begins, is with Head Start.
We love being involved with knowing what's going on with our children and what they're learning on a day-to-day basis, as well as we're interacting with different families from all different walks of life, so we're able to interact with them and learn from different behaviors that maybe they're experiencing with their children or in their family situations.
I also enjoy and appreciate the fact that my teacher, or his teacher I should say, cares about him enough to troubleshoot with me about his behavioral problems that he has and things that we can do to help him become a better child.
You can't beat how good they have been to her and for her. She has excelled. I have become a total different person because now I'm trying to raise her in a positive experience to where she will become a very useful person in society.
Head Start has given me the drive to want more, to always ask questions like, how can I be involved in my children's education and in their future? I mean, it showed me so many different avenues that I never would have been exposed to without Head Start.
It has honed a number of my skills. Number one, parenting. Coming from an abusive background, abusive home, verbally abused, physical at times. That was something that I learned, and I had the tendency to exhibit that with my own children. What Head Start did for me was showed me a different outlet, the difference between discipline and punishment. The understanding of your children do know how to negotiate, that they're not a silent partner, that they do have a voice, that they are children, they're learning, they want to grow, and whatever you're instilling in them is what they'll take and bring off into the world. So Head Start gives you those different keys that you can open up many doors in their little beginnings.